and everything else. Can you guys hear me now? Was I mute all this time? Ah, sorry guys. Evening, folks. I hope you guys are well. Hope you guys enjoyed the game 1-0 to Spurs, and we've got a live reaction as well as all things from our rivals. We've got our man. Uh, all right, here we go. Got no, my, got you. You got you there. Let me get myself back on. Getting the mic to work, folks. Not even the mic, the scenes. Let's see how I can get this on right. Here we go. That's me. Still learning the ropes. Get myself on here. Where is everybody? Oh,
Okay.
here we go. Man, how can I get everybody on here? Uh, let's see if I can get everyone on here to see. Right. Right. Got most of you on here. Who's missing?
Preach.
Preach. Where
He's
is
not.
he?
It's like he's dropped out. He's got Digicel internet.
Well, guys, how you all doing? Whilst I'll make this, while I get this out of the way, I'll start with. There's no Spurs fans on here on Spurs Kings
I know.
TV. Ironically,
The audacity of this fucking
Where is
Toon
Ash?
fan. How's this Toon fan asking me how the fuck I'm doing? Don't take it.
they're in the studio. So Ash, for all the folks that are wondering, Ash and Marlon are there in the studio for Spurs away. Not Spurs away. What's the was it? We are
we
Spurs.
are we are we are Tottenham TV probably.
That's it. We are what Tottenham
Preach
TV
is backstage, you know.
representing. Who's there?
Preach is backstage now.
You should be on here. Preach, are you there?
There
Here
you
we
go.
go. Here we go.
Nice
We've got
background, G.
Good to see you guys. How you all doing, by the way? How you all doing?
Good.
Yeah, good. Little disappointed, but yeah, good. Other than that.
Well, I've got no Spurs fans to kind of talk to kind of get their
Dude,
reaction. I usually go to the
And do
winners.
you know what's mad? Do you know what's mad about not having Spurs fans? It's like
I can be.
I had
I
two
can.
Spurs
Look,
fans
listen.
specifically. I had two Spurs fans specifically saying, "You better be on here tonight. You better be on here tonight," because I'm not on there all the time. So I showed up and like they're not even here. I've got to talk to these gooners about Spurs affairs. I don't understand. I'm so confused.
Dude, if they don't show up, I have no problem of being the designated Spurs fan for tonight.
What?
I have no problem.
Wow.
I have no problem.
That's crazy.
That's recorded. You know, I'm gonna cut that and put that on Twitter and everything.
Yeah, put it everywhere. Getting
Well,
kicked out, man.
hold on. I think we've got a Spurs fan. Let me get him on. Jay, how you doing, sir? How you doing?
I'm good.
You've
I'm
come.
good. Hold tight. The first leg win collectors.
Hey, look.
Well done.
I guess beating Spurs away isn't for everybody. It was all.
Hey, no, literally beating Spurs away is for everybody. It is a communal event that everybody. It doesn't matter if you're Ipswich or Liverpool. Everyone can participate in beating Spurs away. Not today.
You know what? I am not going to rain on your parade. You
Nah.
are the winners here. We're actually waiting for a Spurs fan. So I always want to give the match reactions to the winners first, and that's you. And apologies, everyone. I'm still learning about the layout. I haven't specifically looked.
Can you guys see me? Because mine says offline and shit. Like, but
No, I can see you. It happens
I can
sometimes,
see
but
you.
I can see you clearly.
Okay, all right, it's all good.
Can you guys see me?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes.
You don't wanna-
Stefan, how are we? my favorite Dexter motherfucking sidekick.
Jay, Walker's free up. How you feeling about that, man? What's
Right.
what's
So
going on?
listen, the thing is that like in this competition, yeah, we beat City, we beat United, we've been banged up for this competition. So I knew we'd turn up tonight. We got smashed 6-3 as well, yeah. Like obviously we made tweaks. That's what I like. Like I actually feel this run is making Ange a better manager. I know people. He's actually, to me, it's kind of like the box. There was a boxing analogy we made about Ange. And the analogy was basically, imagine you're a boxer and you've got like a knockout overhand right, but eventually you start meeting people who have
I
better
watched
chins.
that. That was a great show.
So now Ange is meeting people who can just take his overhand right, shrug it off, not a thing. And I feel like this is a big moment in his career when he's not been able to do that. And now we're starting to see some tactical tweaks, some resilience. You got to understand this was still Gray and Dragusin at centre back.
Yep.
Yeah, but they protected them this time. Yeah, they didn't expose them as much as they let them get exposed one-on-one with quality attackers in form. You know, you play now. We tried to even start with Bazuma, Bentancur, and Bergvall. So we were really thinking energy, running, pressing. We saw what midfields have done damage to Liverpool or have hurt them. Your guys looked a little tired to me today. Yeah, they didn't look like they had the energy, or also they were looking at this as a long game. Do you know what I mean? It's still only half time. So, you know, they're conserving energy and stuff like that. But the
they were only playing at first gear. Remember that. So they're only doing that for games.
So this is like, so we come into the game now, and I'm really happy with the performance level first and foremost. So it's like in a game like this,
you can see Cass backstage.
Yeah. Got him. Go on.
Sorry, Jay. Go on. Sorry.
So we'll get in there and we start. And I'm really happy with the energy levels, the commitment, the focus, the positioning, and we're starting to create a couple of little chances. Now in the second half, I feel obviously Porro should score. Solanke's really unlucky with the offside goal. But Liverpool have a threat and they create some openings too. I think the Bergvall second yellow, it's a yellow. There's two things that happen that make it like give the referee plausible deniability. The ball goes a long way forward and it goes to a Liverpool player, right? Anyhow that ball goes out, goes to a Tottenham player, goes to anything, I think he gets sent off. Yeah? Because there's no way.
Do you genuinely feel that way, Jada? What about the first one?
The first one wasn't a booking, but the thing is, he's on a booking. So to me, it's irrelevant at that point. I'm not going to go back and be like, oh, he shouldn't have had a book. He's on a booking. He knows he's on a booking, and he makes that tackle. So he should be off. I'm not going to go back and say the first one wasn't a booking. It's irrelevant. Do you know what I mean? It's disingenuous to say that. He's on a booking. He should be booked. We got very lucky in that moment.
So you don't think that the ref maybe thought that, oh, shit, I've got that first one wrong here. I might have to let him slide.
No, I think the ref doesn't want to send him off.
Because he doesn't deserve to be sent off.
He doesn't want this to be 11v10. It's a cup semi-final. He's not looking to send him off. Yeah? Because the ball breaks to Liverpool and they're on a counter and they're going the other way, the question is taken away from him to an extent. And they can come back and say, oi, what about that? And he's like, whatever, man. But because of that, how it played out. So to me, I'm like, he's very lucky to not be off. But I've referenced this in the chat before. When Liverpool beat Spurs 4-3, Jota stamped on Skip's head. Yeah? He should have been off. It was a red. He should have gone. Jota then scores the winner in injury time. Yeah? Turnaround is fair play. And you know, some days you're the pigeon, some days you're the statue. And for Liverpool today, they're the statue. And Bergvall pops up, scores the winner, had a great game. You know, you're looking, it's games like this, you look at like the summer business, you look at the keeper, Kinski. That guy's, listen,
it's good.
Don't want to be knee-jerk. We can all see that guy's good. That's a good keeper.
Be easy.
Don't do it, Jay. Don't do it, Jay. Please, don't do it.
Easy. You got 90 minutes. But go on,
Bro, listen.
Wait, can you repeat that part again, Jay, please? Because I think that line. What did you say about Kinski?
Yeah, some days you're the pigeon, some days you're the statue.
No, what did you say about Kinski?
Kinski, he's good.
I agree. That was a solid debut.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. And how much he had to play with his feet.
First game against Liverpool in a Spurs shirt.
Bro, that's a mentality monster. We need some of those.
Tell him again, Jay. Jay, he looked, bro.
He's huge, bro. The guy, he's huge.
I know an Eastern European when I see one.
Good pause.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Why are you feeding him this? Like,
yeah,
he looked
because
good,
you know
but
what? Because guess what? I want a Newcastle,
Keep going,
and I want a Tottenham final.
Yeah. So listen, just
big up Toon for not joining in on this.
So just to finish off, so obviously Bergvall scores the winner.
Bergvall was very good, by the way.
Crazy, you know you're lagging, cuz.
Oh, is it?
So basically, just to finish off,
jump back. Sorry.
With me?
Yeah, so
I'm
just gonna say, so obviously Bergvall scores the winner, great finish.
Yeah.
I think deserved win for Spurs over the whole game. From a Liverpool point of view, I think they were still good. I think Spurs rose to a level. I don't think Liverpool played terrible.
You were better than them all game, G.
Yeah, but I feel like there's when I was watching the players, they were still making intelligent decisions. They were trying to do good things. They just weren't executing it. Whether or not they were a bit tired, whether or not our pressing was good. I'm not. I'll let the Liverpool guys talk about why they weren't at the level that they're normally at. I don't think they were terrible. I just think they lacked energy and some coherence at times, but I didn't think they were playing badly. I thought Spurs were playing well rather than Liverpool.
What do you mean? No, Spurs are playing quite well, and Liverpool were very shit.
No,
that's the way to take. They were very shit. I want to ask Preach something because it's funny because usually when Liverpool on a high horse, there's a bit of a different energy from Cass and Preach at the moment. Can you not feel it in the air? I would know from Preach.
I know. Yeah, I haven't heard what the Liverpool fans. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna critique Liverpool like that.
I just want one question. I just want one question for Preach because he didn't answer me. Like you said, did you notice a noticeable difference when Trent came on?
Yeah, we did. We started attacking more.
Yeah, they started creating stuff. They started looking like a threat.
and then what happened? You can see it anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but Kaz, I'm never gonna critique somebody for trying to win or trying to create chances.
Amazing. Then you shouldn't have cooked Man United for so long because we've been trying to win all for weeks.
But were they trying to create chances?
No, because remember we drew.
What
I'm saying, I know this is your Christmas and New Year's and next year's Christmas in one cast, but you kind of reaching.
That's crazy. I don't even celebrate Christmas,
but yeah, like listen, I think we've got a good chat. I mean, Liverpool under the lights, Anfield is going to be very difficult. But I think Spencer's starting to play Salah. You know, I'm just saying the guy's playing Salah as well as I'm seeing anybody play Salah. Like he's doing well against.
No one's making the awkward statements. The second half of the season, Salah full flow.
Bro, listen, Liverpool can still smoke us. I'm enjoying the victory. Let's not get too ahead of us.
Jay, and also the other part is, are the cracks starting to show? See, I'm just saying, no one was asking veterans. Just saying, and they got
let's
hear for the Kaz
about what they think about tonight.
Please, let the Liverpool fans talk. Please, I want to hear from the Liverpool fans.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's. I want the floor is completely yours, gentlemen. Everyone go on mute. Let them.
Wow.
Preach. Can I do the honors first?
Yes. Yeah. Take you. Go on, bro.
All right.
Next time, Stefan, don't say my name like that because you just pissed me off.
Oh, come on, for God's sake.
By the way, Preach, that's a big background, by the way. I rate that. So, first and foremost,
I bet you do.
Congratulations to Spurs. Well done. That's first and foremost. I'd like to say don't get carried away. It's only half time. Your goalkeeper had a good debut. Doesn't mean that he's good. Let's cut that out. Let's cut that out straight away. But he had a good debut. That don't mean he's good. Let's give him at least half a season, please.
No, you lot.
In terms of the game, I don't think that Liverpool were at it. I don't think we were bad, and I don't think Tottenham were very good either. It was a pretty shit game, to be perfectly honest. we were doing this thing where we were trying to draw you onto us and playing around the back, and every time you done the press, we were trying to play around you and play through the midfield and then isolate you.
Or playing long balls.
Isolate your defenders. And it didn't always work. I do agree with you about Spence. I do think that Spence played really well against Salah today. I do agree with you about that. We talked about. I'm not even going to go through the Bergval incident scenario because
I think I was fair about
you
it.
was fair. You was fair. I'm not even going to go through that. It's a blatant red. Every time that Spurs beats Liverpool, which is not often, but whenever you do, the referee intervenes. The last time you beat us, Curtis Jones. No, it was the one with when we scored a legitimate goal. Remember with VAR, you don't want to remember that. We remember that.
We all know.
It was a legitimate goal. And etc. etc. So it's always some type of referee intervention whenever Spurs beat us. The one thing I do want to say to bring to the table that no one's mentioned so far is how is it possible that Kulu, very good player by the way, he kicks away Curtis Jones's legs.
Oh my
God. His legs away in the last minute of the game in the box.
This is embarrassing.
It wasn't in the box.
It wasn't a foul.
It wasn't in the box.
I don't think it was lying. It wasn't in the box.
No, it was. Wait. It wasn't in the box.
He kicked his legs away. Like, he doesn't even get the ball.
It was in the box. It was in the box. But the guy fell like a sack of potatoes.
Hold on. We're not talking about whether he fell or not. He kicked his legs away. Is that true or did I make that up?
Yeah, don't argue.
You were.
He's saying it's the way it fell, so it wasn't a foul, but the way it fell.
So he kicked his legs away, and the only reason I bring that up, is just to say that this referee was completely spineless, yellow-bellied, and a coward. That's how I feel. Nevertheless, we didn't play good enough to win the game, and I don't think Spurs played that well either. I think it was a pretty poor game, a turgid game.
Before you go, can you see as a Spurs fan, for me, having seen my team lose to you 6-3 about 2.5 weeks ago to beating you 1-0, like I'm looking at my team, I'm like, that's good growth. Like I think that's more than just Liverpool not being quite at it. I think we have to, like, for me, I'm giving a large amount of praise to Spurs because that's a hell of a turnaround in a short period of time with virtually the same team.
I think you should. I think, like, on the balance of things, I've just said that it was even. It wasn't quite even. You had a clear-cut chance. The Porro chance, although we gave you that chance because this guy doesn't want to change players, although we gave you that chance, Porro has to score. It's like he has to score that. He has to score that chance. And the Solanke one was marginally offside. So if I was to balance it all up, you had the clearer cut chances. I would say that. But for the majority of the game, the other 85 minutes, I think it was quite a poor game. And I don't think either team played particularly badly or particularly well. Just
do you think?
Cass,
do you think that?
I just want to ask. Wait.
Goku online.
No, wait. I just want to ask Kaz this because yesterday he did an in-depth analysis in the WhatsApp group on Declan Rice. Can you do please an in-depth analysis on your? No, wait. I just want to ask him. Can you do an in-depth analysis on the last 2 games of your amazing center back?
Scott, let me. Don't.
He can't help himself, can he? He just can't.
I'm just asking because he did such an in-depth interview because today the goal was his fault and against Man United he was horrendous. So I'm waiting to hear some sort of fair assessment.
Let me just address this and I'll hand over to Preach. Let me just address this and hand over to Preach. Konate was poor against United and he's coming back from injury. He was poor today. Declan Rice has been poor for majority of the season.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know. And Arsenal fans themselves are calling him Decline Rice every time I go online. They're peppering this guy. They're peppering this guy. But anyway.
I like this guy, man.
So it's okay for Konate to be shit.
I've done that stuff.
Because he's come back from injury.
Who would fit in right now? Wow,
it's okay for him to be shit because he's come back from injury. But Declan Rice has played all season.
Actually,
it's not okay for him. Okay.
I think you're allowed. I think you're allowed to give Konate a bit of a grace period to get fit again. He's played 2 games.
But
hold on. Declan Rice has had a fucking broken toe. No one spoke about that.
Nobody talks about. No.
By the way, by the way,
all we're asking for is consistency, because I don't even involved in the stupid Liverpool versus Arsenal shit.
A broken toe that barely kept him out. By the way, barely.
I didn't hear a word you said because I was still talking. But all I expect is some consistency.
Your head's hot, bro.
That's all I explain. That's all I ask for.
It makes sense.
Explain where the consistency isn't. Where's the lack of consistency?
He cost 100 million.
He literally just said, okay, to give him grace because he's been injured, and then all I said is Declan Rice had a broken toe. You don't see the consistency. Is there no consistency there?
Well, by the way, if you're at me,
Preach was asking me a question. Is that not consistent, Preach?
By the way, there's two Casses, but there's two Casses, by the way, so I don't know which
Yeah. Sometimes when you say Cass, you got to lean into the.
Let me change it.
When did I say Cass?
Cass.
I don't know who's suggesting me.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Cass. Yeah. Tricky out here.
Preach. So let us know what your thoughts were on the game.
Can't wait for this.
Yeah, like very disappointed in that. Like you were saying though, Stefan, Mr. WhatsApps, that flipping we were playing defensive, innit? Like we was playing defensive. It weren't the same kind of tactics that we were playing when we beat them 6-3. So you was correct. We was playing the
long ball. I
feel long ball.
They were playing long ball. That is completely
hypocrite after he accused us playing long ball.
We've got a late entrance.
Oh, yeah. But can I finish what I was saying?
Go on, Preach. Yeah, go on, Preach.
Here he comes.
Are you going to bang the manager out? Are you going to bang? Are you gonna bang though? Bro, I still want him out, bro. I didn't start.
Okay, I'm not going to keep that energy.
You ready yet? So like I say,
go on, Preach.
I feel like Slot was resting our players while we were playing with that defensive attitude. Like if we had the same attitude when we was in the Premiership, you would have seen the attacking killer instinct.
Why you got Accrington Stanley this weekend?
No, we just wait. Hold on. We just control. We was like controlling the game. In the end of the first half, they would like we was boxing them in, but it wasn't like kill. Like there's a difference. Like if we're being real and honest here, it wasn't kill. It weren't the same like when we played
like the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, those things. So it wasn't that type.
Wait, quick one, just to go. So I'm gathering as I'm going along. You're saying you played defensive on purpose.
Yeah, I feel like it was a tactical thing. Like
I don't think it was defensive.
Obviously, Spurs at home this season, guys. It's normal that they play defensive. The amazing Liverpool Spurs have been formidable at home this season.
You know, they play. Remember, we beat them 6. We scored 6 against them last time. So I'm saying it was a tactical change. Like,
can I ask then? So how comes he changed over to Simicast, who ain't really played Connor Bradley as well, and then
you're talking about players. I said tactics.
Yeah. But I don't think that was the case.
What I'm saying is you could have the same tactics, different players. You could have.
I don't understand why you'd play like that if you got Accrington Stanley this weekend. You have all the reason to go gung ho.
Exactly.
There's a second leg at Anfield.
Maybe you're. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. But then
I'm saying because you're saying we got that's 2 games you can rest as well. Then not just 1 game. Like that's a 2 game.
So you're saying Slot purposefully chose these more defensive approach / long ball tactics so he can rest the players
no energy, like so we're not like
so basically, you know why can I say why I don't believe that's the case? Because when you do play them next in 3 weeks time and you've got Champions League and the rest of it, now you have to play your stronger team. So you didn't keep them off.
No, we've rested now.
I don't believe he tactically done that. I don't think he tactically done that. I just think you don't have the bone in your body to accuse him of saying you got it wrong today.
You got it wrong.
Big up Yoms in the house.
Yes, Yoms, yo.
Well, I'm saying that's a good shout.
Back on good terms.
We did get it wrong. We did get it
wrong. Back on the channel on good terms. We got a decent result from a performance. Crazy.
Go on, Preach. Finish up.
But I just like to say, I like how important this cup has become now. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Hey, don't have this cup is important. I'm not gonna lie, this cup is important.
It's important because when Eric Ten Hag won it, it was nothing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know,
By
just-
the way, I got cussed out. I got cussed out for it by Liverpool fans, actually. Funny enough, and then I brought up a picture of
Oh,
Matip
yeah,
doing
that
the
was a
cheering.
dead.
And then I got a whole
United
I had a whole
United started it. United Newcastle final. That put a little bit more.
Call me back
a little bit more focus on it, and then this season, everybody's taking this cup. I don't want to hear it.
Deji called it the Carabouti.
Bro, nah, bro. Listen, like it's the prize for winning it is trash.
Yeah,
but everyone who's been in this cup this season has fucking tried. Like, let me not cap.
No, 100%. I mean,
can I just be real?
Go on, Deji.
Look, the only thing that I was delighted with is that we beat a full strength Liverpool team with a depleted Spurs team. And the thing is, and when I went to watch the game when we lost 6-3, Preach, and I've been looking for you, my brother. I've been looking for you. And I said this, and I think you agreed with me. I said the fact that you allowed Tottenham in their most messed up state, you conceded 3 goals to that Spurs team. So, and we know that we went high. All we had to do, did you notice that Jed Spence didn't do the inverted thing? He didn't run and leave Salah. Once you leave Jed Spence on Salah, what did your star boy do? He did nothing. Okay. That was your full strength. Let me tell you, Preach. Let me preach for one. I can't wait to badge you up in your yard.
Stop doing this, bro. Stop doing this.
Calm down, bro.
Deji, you said
take a touch, Deji. Take a touch.
Doing this, bro.
No, Deji, why? No, Deji, this is fine. Don't tell people.
Deji, take a touch, man. These guys want you to try and hit a volley from 30 yards. Take a touch.
Let me just
let him say why. Let Deji speak why. Let him say why.
Amy Redknapp said something yesterday. He said, wouldn't it be mad if it would be a Newcastle Spurs?
That's what I want. That's what I want.
I take that all day long. And let me tell you this for Tune as well. Tune is my bedroom. If it's a Newcastle Spurs final, Spurs win. We're not going to let you have.
I think we beat them.
Can I just say this?
You man are gas.
This doesn't change my view.
Unbelievable, blood.
This doesn't change my view on Postecoglou, but I did say, and I have been consistently saying, that Postecoglou is a madman, and he's one of them fluky brothers that he might win this thing. So I'm celebrating the fact that I can look Preach in the eye and say we boxed your best team.
Listen,
you confirm that you got boxed, then I'm ready to listen. Did you get boxed? Did you get boxed, bro?
You're 1-1-0. Wait, listen, you're 1-1-0. Well done. It's only half time. You're not through yet.
No,
but this is what you lot do. This is what you lot
do, fam. Was it not full time today or not? Was it not full time?
Deji, don't let them please how you want to celebrate and feel and don't let them do it. Only Liverpool fans do that.
Celebration.
Okay, wait.
Just to address the 3-point thing, that the 3 goals that you scored last time, yeah. Remember, we shut down. You didn't. It weren't great goals. We shut down. We locked off because we thought the game was over, bro. Yeah. Virgil let the ball.
Stupid then.
No. So when you're saying that we let you, like, you scored 3 goals, we weren't playing.
Okay.
Yeah. It was the game was on, but we weren't playing. That's why you scored.
What about today?
What is this excuse for today's game?
Today, Andrew's done what I hoped he would. I said that to you at the beginning of the season. I said all he has to do is be a little bit more defensive.
No, you're right.
Yo, that was the best cut off ever.
What happened?
What happened there?
Where's he gone? I had to hack his internet because when losers talk too much, it does my head in. Do you know what I
mean? Wait. Deji, I just checked. In 100 years, okay, of visits to Anfield, Spurs have won 8 times. So calm down, man. Relax.
I just calm down, bro. Because this is what makes good content, yeah?
Wait, can I be real? Tottenham don't need to go to Anfield to win. That's what you lot are getting twisted.
Okay, but if they score one goal...
Good point by Deji.
Yes, and there is...
Wait, Deji, remember, he lost yesterday. Remember that? He got battered at his own gaff.
Wait.
We'll talk about that.
Wait. And therein lies the main issue.
Hey, Preacher's back.
Yeah, you're lucky, my boy.
Okay, finish. But can Ange Postecoglou
Is he here?
stink it up? Can he do that type of performance so he can get through to the final?
What I've seen after
we
today,
beat City, we beat United, we beat Liverpool. We can go Liverpool and get a result.
Is there any editors? Is there any editors in the chat?
It's not energy. This competition.
Editors.
It's a journey. I said.
I need someone to chop this up, bro, because I think when we play,
Cass, I'm barely holding it together with the layouts.
Cass, with all due respect, Liverpool are an excellent side, and we're very capable of going there and getting battered. You know, no shame in that. I'm saying to you, in this competition, we have beat City, beat United, and beat Liverpool. We are dialed in to this competition. I'm saying to you. Now, this is the first time we've going away in this competition. We've not played away.
I want to ask.
That's a big thing. So I'm not saying we can't go to you and under the lights, Anfield. You guys start singing, you know, that dead ballad, and then all of a sudden people start wilting.
But you sing "Glory, Glory, Tottenham Hotspur."
It happens.
It
happens.
I wanna ask the neutrals here what they thought about the game and what's the second leg looking like. Go on, Yoms. Let us know what your thoughts were.
Looks like a brand new man.
Do you know what?
You look fresh, Yoms, man. You look well, man.
Yeah, man.
Them headphones did you no justice, man.
Appreciate it. Do you know what? I called this.
Where's your headphones?
Is that from the?
You don't have the DJ mixing headphones. Where they at?
I don't need them because my daughter's fast asleep, so I can.
Okay.
Volume up today. I'm partying.
Confidence on
the. But I called a Spurs win. I think I put it in the group.
We said that we spoke about this. I said we said we think we can win this game.
Yeah, like this was the most predictable outcome. But for me, do you know what? It's mad because I just find it crazy how this, like someone said, I don't know who, as soon as I joined, someone said it's mad how this competition now means something. Because when we won it and finished 8th or whatever it was, it wasn't enough.
We finished
third.
I'm saying now the party poppers.
I think you won and finished third, and then you won the FA Cup when you finished 8th. I think both of which were good cup achievements.
Now the party poppers.
Arsenal fans who want to downplay you winning trophies because they haven't won them in the last few years.
Nah, come on, man. What Arsenal fans is this? What's this got to do with us?
Hey, please don't talk about trophies.
I didn't say nothing, Stefan. That wasn't a shot. It was a statement of fact.
But Yoms, I reckon.
Why are you going to refer to Arsenal fans with 2 Arsenal fans on the panel and say you're not sending?
Bro, that wasn't a shot. I was just saying why. Bro, listen. As somebody who doesn't win trophies, do you think I'm going to disrespect United winning trophies? Never. Exactly. Obviously, it's not coming from me. What he's talking about. Yeah, it must be.
So why would it be us? When did we last win a trophy? When did we last win a trophy to look down on trophies?
Nearly 6 years ago.
You would have the audacity as an Arsenal fan to look down on trophies. That's just stupid.
Well, there are
That's like me referring to terrorists for Islam. Why are we referring to idiots?
It's like I think, especially
I've been there minding my business quietly. I've caught about 4 straight.
It wasn't a shot.
You know.
And the thing is, FaZe, you're a unique Arsenal fan.
You know me. Come on, bro.
FaZe is a unique Arsenal fan. Like, there's been a lot of expectations, and I'm sure Kaz will never a foul, and others have seen it in terms of preparing for the season. A lot of Arsenal fans were saying it's either Champions League or Premier League. We're not taking those small trophies. And now they're coming to the realization, like, bro, we actually need a trophy. Right. And so they've been bantering Man United, especially when it's a top 6, big 6 kind of semi-final finals. You all banter each other to the point of saying it's not important. What's a Carabao Cup? Where's your Champions League? Where's your Premier League? But now Newcastle and Spurs are in it, I think. And also individually, some of you, like Arteta needs a trophy. I think maybe
I get the gist. I've heard the narrative loads of times before. So hold on, Steph. So just out of curiosity, all of our fan base have retards who say stupid stuff.
Yes.
So just do the thing and put a name. If you lot are talking to Steph, talk to Steph.
I'm not. Okay, fine.
Don't say Arsenal fans. Talk to who you're talking to. Because all of our fan bases has an idiot we can refer to at any given moment. I beg you, let me finish. Please.
I'm saying that.
Can I finish my sentence?
Go on. Let's see if you finish.
Go on. I'll give up, man.
He's on the edge today, isn't he?
Oh, okay.
We haven't even got to the Newcastle segment yet.
Is she frozen for anyone else?
We haven't even got to that part yet.
Like, folks, they're so gas. It's gas.
Is Chinks
My
frozen for
point
you guys?
Yeah, he
straight-
is.
Is he frozen?
Yeah, you
He's
can.
bro.
Kind of mad
Let me just answer, because I have said from the start of the season, if we're in the League Cup, I would like us to win it. Like if we get into the latter stages, of course. But I don't really care about the League Cup, because if we win,
Shut
and
this
I'll
guy
tell
off
you
soon,
what,
man.
wait,
I turn him
I'll
off
tell
soon, man.
you-
I
Let
turn
me
this muppet
answer
off,
why.
please, man.
Let me answer why I don't care about the
Hey,
League
lads, I got to go do another stream anyway, man. You lot, big up, man.
Okay,
Go
but
therapy.
let me.
God bless.
No.
Take
In
care.
terms of, I wanted us to beat Newcastle, of course. But if we win the League Cup, the narrative is going to be, and everybody knows what the narrative will be, which, Arteta spent 700 million and just won a League Cup.
So what?
Even if we win the League Cup, it will still be the same narrative.
But you're not living
The
for
League
them. You're
Cup
living
will
for
not-
Arsenal, bruv. That's what I
What's
don't
that?
understand. You're not living for your rivals. You're here for Arsenal. It's what's important to Arsenal.
I would like but my point is, Toon, is that I would like us to win the League Cup. Like in terms of
you wouldn't like to
if we get to the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals, of course, I wanted us to beat Newcastle. But is it a cup where I'm saying, holy shit, I have to question Mikel Arteta if he doesn't win the League Cup? Of course not. Of course not.
You wouldn't even do that for the league, so you're making things up
No,
now.
you're
'Cause when
softening
we
it.
talk
You're
about
saying you would like.
last
You
season,
never
we
would
talking
like
about
to.
For the league?
Before
last
you were
season,
saying the
Oaks
League Cup
against
is
you.
nothing. You called it a
Yeah.
No,
Mickey
I
Mouse
didn't
Cup.
say. See,
You look-
don't.
and then
I
Yes,
didn't
you
say
did.
it's nothing.
Because I said
I
that
didn't
Klopp
say
won the
it's
double
nothing.
that year, and you're like, "What's that? What's that? That's nothing." You didn't.
I
win it.
didn't. First of all, I
Bro.
did not say. I did not say it's
I
nothing.
believe you, Cass.
However, the reality for Liverpool
You know you're
fans
lying. Everyone
is
knows you're
that
lying.
they only, and this is the truth, is they only took the League Cup seriously when they dropped off in the league and they dropped off in the Champions League. That is the reality. I know
That's
it's
fine,
hard to
but you
hear.
still won a
because-
double though.
Wait,
How
no,
you drop
because
off in
it's
the
true.
Champions League?
I mean, it wouldn't matter anyway, Stefan. You're out, so you can stop thinking about the League Cup.
Wait,
You're out.
you're not out, Cass.
You're out.
We're not
It's
out.
the job's
You're
not
out.
finished.
We're not
The
out.
job's
Wait,
not
man.
finished.
I'm sorry. You're out.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. But
Yeah, you're
it's
out,
still there's still a second leg to go.
Yeah.
You said you're out though, Stefan.
Yeah.
You said you're out.
You don't even care anyway.
Oh my God! So he's saying stuff that he said. I didn't say
You
that.
said you're out.
I didn't say that. So whatever Cass said, he said that.
I think we're at. I think we have a very low chance of qualifying, yes, but we're not out per se.
You said
yes.
it's over. I can do the screenshot thing if you want me to do that,
Yeah.
bro.
I run it.
I think it's over, but it's not over per se. There's still a second game to go. Newcastle can choke.
No,
but okay, let's see. But we will. But is
Yeah, he
it
said
going
that.
to
I
be game
sneezed.
over for
No,
our
let's be
season?
honest. Let's be honest. There are certain things. There are certain things that Stefan is saying is true, right? Like, I personally believe the League Cup became more important the harder the Premier League became to win. When City's just winning fucking untold amounts of Premier Leagues, other teams are just scrapping for what they can get in it, and all of a sudden your team winning something becomes important.
Not Liverpool.
No, but I have to say,
Bro, I disagree. But look at Preacher's background, bro. Look at Preacher's background. Cups have always. I see it another way. Obviously, the Premiership is the number one and the Champions League, but cups have always been important.
Cups have always been important, and big teams always want to win cups. But
I
in
want
terms
the
of,
FA Cup.
but let's be honest. There's a priority. Not all cups are made the same, innit?
True.
Do you get what I'm saying? Not all cups. And that's why it sounds so wild when some Spurs fans will say they don't want a League Cup because it's like, everybody wants it. And once you get to a semi, there's no point in not winning.
Pause.
Yeah,
pause. Strong pause.
Can I just quickly say on that? Like, I think.
Are we going to talk about Newcastle?
People underestimate.
We'll get there.
I was going to say people underestimate, and I think I do think Spurs fans do this as well. When you're actually in a competition and you're winning these games and you're making it to finals and stuff, there's obviously you've got a sense of pride in the team because the team is delivering in those situations. And I think when you're not doing that, you underestimate how important that is. And I think, definitely as a Spurs fan, I think I definitely underestimate when you're seeing teams like grit it through and getting a difficult run and stuff like that. You appreciate it, and it doesn't matter whether it's a Carabao or whatever. It's like the point about the Premier League being hard to win, there's 2 trophies you can really win: the FA Cup or the League Cup. And I think that with the League Cup, because the prize isn't Europa or something like that, it literally is a source of pride. It is literally like you want to win that trophy. And I think it's a huge trophy. The way Arsenal lined up against Newcastle, Arteta clearly thinks it's a very important trophy. You know, the way Liverpool lined up tonight, Slot thinks it's an important trophy. So everyone's turning up, and I think that's
the truth of the matter is, the reason you can't have a conversation with Liverpool. Look, the thing is with United fans, yeah, we've been there, innit? We've been there when your team is the best team in the country. We've been there, like, so we understand both sides of it. The reason you can't really have a conversation with Liverpool fans, their mindset is different, bro. If you can win the league, you can win the Champions League. Right, if you're good enough to win a Premier League, you're good enough to win the Champions League. So your mindset is already on all 4. You get it? If you can't win the Premier League, you're not good enough to win the Champions League, and vice versa. So your mindset is already on those 2 cups. So if your mindset is on 2 cups and there's teams gunning for 2 cups, of course you're going to be happy if you can win it. You get what I'm saying? So there's no point in even having a discussion as to whether or not it's an important cup or not. To Liverpool, it is not an important cup. Like, really and truly, on Liverpool's priority list, the League Cup is number 4. I lie?
Yeah, 100.
Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not an important cup to them. They're like, all right, you man are gassed. You man are feeding on scraps, Liverpool scraps, bro.
I still don't agree with that. It's not important, though.
It's the least important. It's the least important of the reasons why you turn up to games.
Whoa. Like this is what I'm saying. We're different in it. Like the last final that it was. Look how it was a beautiful day out. We had academy players in there. Like, so that's what I was kind of relating it to. So it's mad. It's major important.
Bro, can you hear yourself? A beautiful day out. You man are just there for the pie and chips.
What I'm saying is like in the group. Yeah, I was talking about the Spurs goalkeeper celebrating half-time, hugging his girlfriend in it, and everyone's saying like, "Right,
he's hugging his sister."
I don't care who it was. He's hugging someone in it. Like,
how is he celebrating? He was hugging his sister.
Focus on the point of the message. Focus on the message. Yeah. What I'm saying is, I said like, "Raw, look how they're celebrating, and it's half-time." This is what I'm trying to say in terms of the enjoyment of the cup. We love this cup. You get? We love it. You win something and it's good. I'm talking about how they're celebrating over a half-time period. I'm talking about Man United in many in tears after their 2-2 win. Like it's what I'm talking about. These things, like these more.
You guys are sour. You guys sound like sour grapes today, man.
I know, bro. Listen, it's
like some sour grapes.
Do you know what it is? It's been 24 games since they felt defeat. That's the problem.
That wasn't an open door. That wasn't an open door. Let me talk. Finish, please. I went open door.
Go on.
What I'm saying is here, we like
propaganda preach.
Someone's got mad background noise, you know. I think it might be Kaz.
Kaz is like a statue.
Yeah, someone's got background noise, isn't it? Can no one hear that?
No.
Kaz, can you hear us?
No, it's gone. Now it's back on. You can't hear us. You might need to refresh.
I muted them, but Kaz, I don't know if you can hear us, but I just muted you just because I think there's background noise from your mic or something. Let me know if you can fix it. So go on, preach.
Yeah, I've lost my thought process now. Yeah.
So in terms of Arsenal, Newcastle.
You're welcome.
What was you guys' thoughts on it? I mean, Kaz never a foul. Kaz. I'm not gonna say Kaz.
Just say Nafkas.
Nafkas. What was your thoughts on the game?
Why are we starting with the Man United fan? Shouldn't we start with the Newcastle or the Arsenal fans?
Steph,
why are you trying to police it? Are you the host?
It's fine. Go, Kaz.
I mean, a Newcastle fan. I mean, he's the host. If he wants to give his opinion, it's fine, I suppose. Actually, you know what? You could even start with the Arsenal. But for me, in my personal opinion, Arsenal were just shit. As simple as that. I think I don't. You know what it is? I think the better word is, you know what? They could have been 3-0 up. Like, it could have been a different scenario. Yeah. You know, it could have been. You know what I'm saying? But then it comes back down to the confidence thing I was kind of saying sometimes in front of goal. At times, Martinelli hitting the post, some of the headers, Timber should have made it 1-0. Do you know what I mean? Like, it could have went. And you know when it's sometimes you just look at a game and say, it's not going to be my day today. And I just felt like that's for Newcastle. Newcastle, in the last 7, have scored 20 goals, conceded 2 goals in those 7, by the way. One of them was actually I think one might have been Liverpool and one might have been Spurs. So on that note, it's just like they have had a good time against the big sides. It's just like what I feel Eddie Howe done is just manage the game how he needed to manage it. I think it's fair to say. Like, you could say, like, after 15, 20 minutes of Arsenal, it's just like after that Martinelli miss, you could say he just went all downhill. And I think the most bizarre change was putting Jorginho over Partey. For me, personally, I know you got Man United to think of on the weekend, but it's just like, why would you do that when he's like your only midfielder can then pretty much do a nice half turn and get the ball going and fizz it into Martinelli? I didn't think Martinelli had a bad game, but I forgot Trossard was playing. Kai Havertz missed that absolute free header, could have changed the game again. Like Arsenal did have their moments. It's just the fact is Arsenal fans and Arsenal players celebrate when they get a corner or along them lines, and it's just not good. And sometimes you probably got to sit back and say, why are we celebrating that? That's insane. The football is just gone from, it's just crap to watch. Theo Walcott said it himself as well. It's just not, it's just not a good period for Arsenal at the moment. I think it's fair to say.
It's not a good period. Okay.
Stefan,
No, because my last line would be, there's an unbeaten run for you. Cool. You've been unbeaten until that game for like 11 games. But then you look at the unbeaten runs, you analyze the performances overall, not all of them, but some of them, and it's not a winning run. You need to build on a winning run, not an unbeaten run, if that makes sense. If that is that fair to analyze?
I think so.
No, it's not. I'll tell you.
Stefan, before you respond, I want to caveat that and see what you say. Now that obviously you lost 2-0 to Newcastle to us in the first leg, and it's going to be a bit uphill, and you're facing Man United next for the FA Cup.
Sorry.
No, go on. It's like, is that? I know you said that you didn't have so much oomph for the Carabao Cup, but now that you're possibly going out of a cup and you've got the FA Cup against a buoyant Man United team, do you think there is that extra emphasis now to perform, especially in these cup competitions? For you? What was your performance?
I mean, for me, the FA Cup is
it's the Arsenal Cup, really.
It's the oldest cup competition, so the FA Cup for me is more important than the League Cup, of course. But I agree. I just think this notion, what Cass said, that Arsenal haven't been playing badly. If you look at our this was our first home loss of the season. We haven't lost at home all season. And if we're being really honest, if you look at every single metric, Arsenal were better than Newcastle. Yes, Newcastle were more clinical. Yes, Arsenal missed, I just knew that it reminded me a lot of last year's game against Liverpool in the FA Cup, where we completely dominated Liverpool and missed so many chances, but we just couldn't score. And it was, I would say the amount of chance that we created was even more than the Liverpool game. It was just one of those days, like
Sorry, am I bugging? Are we talking about Arsenal versus Newcastle?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying I'm comparing a game where, like what Cass said, it just felt like it wasn't gonna go for Arsenal. Like, I remember we were completely on top at 1-0, and Jesus manages to
yesterday.
Wait. Jesus manages to intercept the ball.
Yeah, good one. I forgot
on their line, and the ball gets deflected in such a way that they launch a counterattack. Like, I was like, shit, this is just not gonna be like our day today. But Newcastle played really well. I'll give them credit in the second half. They defended really well. I don't have any excuses for
let's
that.
just be real. Let's just be real here, yeah. Let's just be real. Newcastle's midfield completely bullied the entire game.
I disagree with this.
Isak is just the striker.
Isak, yes.
Let's just be real.
Isak,
I didn't watch that game. I think you guys started off 20 minutes. Maybe Arsenal were a better team.
But I agree that, Yoms. I agree as well. You know what I liked about the difference is, what, for me, they couldn't handle that one part that killed Arsenal, because I thought Arteta got the two fullbacks pinned back as much as compared to the Tottenham game, and I thought we done really well getting Timber, Lewis Skelly, Martin, Trossard occupying the right back. But guess what they switched to? They switched from bombing down the line to playing through the lines instead.
Can I just quickly say, right?
Wait. This is not true. But wait, David Raya, apart from their 2 goals, didn't make a save, guys.
Right?
Didn't make a save.
But hold on. But from my point of view, when I was I feel like I watched a different game to a lot of you guys. The game that you guys are describing isn't the game. I thought like the first 20, 30 minutes, Newcastle were all over them. I thought they were the team that were pressing. I thought they were the team that looked better on the ball. They were the team that were breaking lines. Bro, like Newcastle were the ones who were moving the team around. They were playing the better football. I was like, Newcastle came to, because when I was watching it, I was like, Newcastle came to play. Because I thought Newcastle would sit back more than they did. And they were pressing and they were pushing. Arsenal's chances were coming in transition and set pieces. Newcastle were the team.
You know, that's a valuable point.
Newcastle were the team that were trying to prompt and dictate the play.
Also, you got to say Botman, and the way Botman and Dan Burn were defending as a unit, especially Dan Burn for me, it was like anytime it went up to Havertz or Jesus, I felt like it's not happening past these two. They're blocking everything.
Okay. I just had to look at the actual stats.
Can I get one thing I want to say?
Amazing, by the way. I must say,
Stefan, before you go, I just want to say, like when I think of the chances for Arsenal, I'm like, Gabriel, Timber, even the names that I'm saying of the person who's having the chances.
Havertz, Martinelli.
I think of the Newcastle chances, and I think Isak has a 1-on-1, 6 yards out, and Gordon has an open net. Those are the chances that Newcastle created. Those are the chances Newcastle created. Arsenal created a deflected cross that went to Havertz and he misheaded it.
This is ridiculous.
It was.
No, this is bullshit.
No, you're right.
Hold on. Martinelli had a great chance. But again,
how is this?
You were the team playing on transition, and they were the team trying to push
How
forward.
are we playing on transition?
First 30 minutes was so high. They were pushed like I don't know what game you guys.
By the way, we can get some average.
How can you play on transition when in the first half we had 60% of the ball? How are we playing on transition?
But that doesn't mean
it was because basically for me you had possession in like stable state, like as in like you had the ball, they had men back.
But that's also not true. The field tilt was towards us. We had far more final third passes than them. How is it?
So Stefan, are you trying to say that you were able to create open play chances versus Newcastle without issue?
We should have been. Yes, we should have been.
That's just not.
Have you seen that open?
Okay, wait. Let me tell you. Martinelli scores that. Timber from 5 yards out. That was such a bad miss. That's 2 goals.
That's a set piece. I just asked you in open play. Yeah. Do you genuinely believe that you were able to create chances versus Newcastle?
We had if you want to know open play in the first half, we had an XG of 1.2. We had more shots.
Let's talk without. We all watched the game. Let's talk with our eyes.
Talk without. We had more shots than them, better quality chances, more shots, more possession. What more do you want? Yes, we were better than them in open play.
I'm not saying that you didn't create a good number of chances. I'm talking about the method that you created your chances versus the game state. To me, showed that Newcastle still deserved to win the game. Despite the XG differential, I still feel Newcastle. They had a better game plan. It was executed better, and they were better at both ends of the pitch. They were better attacking and they were better defensively.
Let's have a look at this great method that you say. Their first goal came from a goal kick, literally a foul. The goalie kicked it towards our box. There was some chaos in the box, and it perfectly fell for Isak. That wasn't.
I mean,
assist from Jacob Murphy.
Something happened in between.
Another assist from Jacob Murphy.
By the way, I'm going to send you something. By the way, on your WhatsApp, I'm going to send you something. Watch.
You know what? I will say though that Dan Burn was a very lucky guy to to still be on the pitch. He's on a yellow and blatantly handballs the ball, and
it was a clear handball.
And to the point where
Whatever.
if you deliberately handball the ball, which the referee gave, so the referee gave a free kick for handball. If you're giving a free kick for handball, you have to give a yellow card.
No, you don't.
You do.
You just do.
If you're on a yellow card and you deliberately handball the ball to stop an
show me
opponent
where
from attacking, then you should be sent off. Like it's really like
wait. But look, notice in the WhatsApp group, I never used that as an excuse. I'm used to now the refs
because you had plenty of others to use. You had which one?
Go and check.
Let's use that one.
I never mentioned that Dan Burns should have been sent off because Arsenal created more than enough, even without the referee decisions, to win that game. It was one of those games. If you tell me Arsenal will create 3.5 or 3.6 XG, have 27 shots, have more possession, have more everything, David Raya doesn't make a save, and they only have 2 shots, I think 2 or 3 shots on target, of which 2 are goals. I'm sorry. If you replay that game, if you replay that game,
you lose again.
No, we will win. We will win that game.
You lose again, bro. What do you mean? You lost twice this season now. You lose again.
Go on, Deji.
I just want to interject from a layperson's perspective. I watched the game, and first and foremost, I predicted a Newcastle win. Because there's this thing in football where there's this kind of privilege and entitlement. And I looked at that Newcastle team and I said, Arsenal, the man them don't want that. You're not ready for the physical attributes that Newcastle have. Isak, you know what I mean, Dolan, and your midfield's not ready for that heat. And I can't lie, and Stefan, people like you, I've learned over the season that you can control a game without having the ball. And I'm not going to lie to you, apart from Martinelli's hitting the post,
Havertz,
and the last 10 minutes, even in the moment when Havertz scored, when Havertz had that header that hit his shoulder that went wide.
That was harder to miss than to fucking score.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that was against the run of play at that stage.
How was it against the run of play?
You tuned it down, Stefan.
What I would say though, and I think Toon Tactics would agree, I don't think Newcastle were rattled. That's got to be one of the easiest games I've seen Arsenal play.
Deji, look at it like this, yeah? Think about it like this. Let me be very clear. Is there ever a situation that anybody on this panel can recall that 65, 70 minutes, yeah, you say, hey, Isak, Gordon, you're done. I'm looking at this Arsenal team and they can't score. So I'm going to take off all our attacking threats and we're just going to defend. Yeah. There's no way.
They came off because they were tight.
If you're looking at Salah, there's no way Slot would be like, okay, Salah, Gakpo, you're coming off. Bradley, you're coming on. Like, you know, to me, that's just as much of an indictment of what he's saying. Looking at the Arsenal attack, he's saying, these guys aren't going to score against us. Let's just play defensively.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying they controlled the game when they conceded 27 shots, 8 shots on target, an XG of 3.5 to 3.9 in some other places, 60% of the ball. I think it was in another one. It was 65, and you're saying they controlled the game. It wasn't Arsenal's or finishing.
You're making Jay's point. You can have how
have you controlled?
You can have all the XG. You can have all the XG you want, right? If your man ain't looking like they're gonna score, it doesn't even because in that game, you like look. Let's all right. So
sorry, can I hear that stat again? How many shots and how many was on target? Because that just sounds like Willie knew the shooting.
Let me.
Yeah, that sounds.
I saw Jorginho taking 25-yard volleys. Like, don't mind this guy's stats. I remember what kind of shots they were taking at times.
Jay,
over the ball,
you came out when you lost to Newcastle away. You came out
played much better.
I bet you had more shots than them. So don't give me this bullshit now.
Jay, don't bite. Jay, don't bite.
Right. We're talking about Arsenal, not Tottenham. Let's focus.
So basically, this is what I call control. So if you look at average positions, your main outlet was Martinelli on the left. All they did was drop a Livramento back. If you look at through the middle, why this is called controlled, is because you had 4 players basically playing right wing and nothing down the middle. So you were doing absolutely nothing. If you look at the mid block that Newcastle were actually playing, all they did was play with Dan Burn as a sweeper. Everybody else is in line. It looked like you just got tactically outdone as well at the same time. In terms of control, it all fared down to how Eddie Howe had his team structured at the moment. That's what you call structure, especially when he went to a 5-4-1. It made it even more difficult. Yeah, but you can do it. You can do all the XG that you want. Just because you have more of the ball does not mean
everything.
So just because you have more of the ball does not mean, right, that you control the game. That doesn't mean nothing.
I didn't say we controlled the game.
But if we just want to watch the game with our eyes, right, as well, because eye test is also just as important maybe as stats, is that you got into Newcastle's game plan in terms of if you want to fight, they will give you a fight. You want to make it scrappy because let's be real, the overall quality of both sides were quite poor in terms of passes and whatnot. It was a scrappy, but that suits Newcastle. You allowed that. For an Arsenal standpoint and standard, it just wasn't good enough, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But Stefan, can I ask you this question? I want to ask you this question. I'm being completely objective here. The time Arsenal take to set stuff up, yeah. First of all, it's detrimental to them later on in the game because if they're losing and the other team starts taking time, they have absolutely nothing to say because they're out here taking a minute to set up a throw-in, yeah, and they have the audacity to maybe try and say, "Hey, this guy's time wasting." Nah, you're time wasting, yeah. So to me, I'm like, do you believe, Stefan, that when you play, the way that you guys do your NFL plays and basketball positioning and stuff like that and set it up is detrimental to players who just want to ball, who just want to kick ball, create chances, develop, and that is just as much a factor. In terms of you not.
You ran out of ideas. Your team ran out of ideas. How many crosses?
Wait. Yes. We're in a complete crisis. We're the second. We've scored, I think, the third or the second. I think we're tied for the second most goals in the league.
How many in open play?
Yes, of course. Because
Stefan, there's a justifiable question to ask.
Why is there a justifiable question?
We can ask Liverpool, say, hey, if Salah doesn't score, how does the team look? And I can say to Arsenal, hey, if you don't score a set piece, what are you saying?
Yeah, but at the same time, open play goals and set piece goals all count for the same amount.
Absolutely. But what I'm saying
is, for the first time in history, now they're dividing set piece goals and open play goals because it suits the narrative that Arsenal are very good in open play.
I think it comes down to. I think it's just trying to come down to overall saying if you're not scoring a set piece, what else are you doing? You know who that likens me to? Tuchel's team at Chelsea. Lots of set piece goals. Go check it. But not that many open play goals. They had like 76 points at the end of the season. And then the next season, it was like.
The thing is, I don't know why.
Out a little bit. But for me,
why do people care, Kat?
I'm not. For me, a set piece goal is a goal for me. I don't give a toss. It's a goal. If you can work it well, so be it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not against it personally, but I think at the end, I know what he wants to say. Jay's going to say sustainability, like in terms of when that dries out, what's next?
Yeah, but Jose won a league on set pieces, right? Do you get what I'm saying? Like Jose won a league on Lampard crosses, Lampard crosses and headers.
Can I just add context? Can I just add context? Last season, Arsenal with those set pieces, those terrible set piece goals that everybody cares about now, scored more goals than the Invincibles when they won the league. This season, at the same point this season, Arsenal have scored more goals than the Arsenal team last season that has scored the record amount of goals. So this notion that suddenly Arsenal, yes, are we struggling sometimes in open play? Yes, because we're missing Bukayo Saka. Notice how Liverpool, the last 2 games, Mohamed Salah. Notice how he hasn't played well. Liverpool have lost the game and drawn one. So, of course, if you're missing your best attacking and creative player, and that includes Odegaard, who has been poor for I would say 4 or 5 games now, of course it's going to affect us. However, in the Newcastle game, Cass, and you're saying, they were in control. Cass, if I give you those stats, those stat lines, and I tell you Man United are going to concede 27 shots for the next 27 shots for the next 10 games. They're going to concede possession, they're going to concede XG, they're going to concede in every single metric. How many games are you going to say you're going to win? I really am intrigued. From 27 shots in 10 games.
I got told XG. What is XG? What's
no,
the chance?
Not XG. Fuck XG. Fuck 27 shots, possession, everything. Field tilt, everything.
At the same time, though, Stefan, you're saying 27 shots, but you said 8 of them were on target, right?
Yeah.
So that just sounds like you're just shooting
from anywhere.
No. It doesn't sound. How can you have an XG of 3.5?
Didn't have 8 on target. Did you have 8 on target?
We had 7, I think, or 6.
I can check now. I'm on the stats right now. Give me a sec.
I think just from a Newcastle point of view, and going to what you're saying, Stefan. I think look.
Whoa! Hold on. Arsenal had 23 shots. 3 were on target.
Yeah.
How about this? Newcastle had 4 shots on target that whole game and 7 shots. That tells me the type of shots you are making are poor. So that 8 shots on target.
So Stefan, just a moment. I know. Just wanted to add. This is the point of on the back of what Kaz is saying. It's almost like seeing 2 people fighting, and one is just like throwing lots of shots, but people can clearly see, he's throwing lots of shots, but he's hitting elbows, he's hitting shoulders. He's not quite getting the knockout blow. Whilst the other guy, the few shots he is getting. They're knockdowns. They're like clear, like hitting him across the chin. What I'll say is, I'm not saying that Arsenal didn't play. I think Arsenal, formidable side at home, played really well, created a lot of chances. I'm not saying that you guys, didn't take possession and stuff like that. But I think what people are trying to say is that people can kind of see when Newcastle were perhaps letting you guys have possession, where they were comfortable to play you. Like he said, they on purpose made sure that you could not play through the middle, because if you play through the middle, what happens? The goal is a lot more. It's easy to score. Whereas if you're on the flanks, where Trossard and Martinelli are, who aren't exactly the most creative types at the moment, they're not getting too many assists. Everybody was comfortable with that. So you had a lot of set pieces.
And also, Eddie Howe knows that taking a 2-0 lead into the second leg is very different to taking a 2-1 lead into the second leg.
Yeah.
So in the last 10 minutes of the game, he's going to say, "All right, guys, let's just keep this tight and let's not." That's the difference between a cup game and a league game.
Well, Yoms, actually, he took off Isak after 60 minutes.
For Kelly.
For Kelly, after 60 minutes.
Because Isak was feeling his hamstring. He would not have taken him off.
Yeah, but he went to a 5-4-1.
No, he went, and rightfully so. I would have gone defensive if I was out. But if you tell me, we created 6 big chances, guys. 6.
Yeah,
and we don't score one goal.
I thought he created 4.
6 big chances, man.
I remember seeing the stat, and I think it was 4. So I feel like you're relying on people not knowing the stats of the game and running a narrative that wasn't true.
What's the source?
6 big chances.
What is this source? Stefan.com. What website is this?
It's Flashscore. But what's it called?
It's
Flashscore, yeah.
It's Flashscore, yeah.
Yeah, they're quite reliable. I was going to say this, though. I think 3 or 4 of them come from your corners. There's one that was scrappy in the box. There was 2, the Gabriel Timber header. And then, obviously, if you want to go for the Havertz and, obviously, the Martinelli chance, that's great, whatever the case is. But my whole point is, why I say tactically, Eddie Howe controlled it in the end, regardless if it was more defensive than not, is the fact that if you take Havertz and put him out wide, naturally, you've got nothing going down the middle. You thought Jesus was going to do anything when he came on? No, because he naturally got out wide. You had nothing going down the middle. If anything, it should be probably more towards why did Arteta not have the correct changes coming on, or whatever it was. It's like, why did it take you 2-0 down to make changes as well? Like, it's just those ones for me. It's just
he didn't have, apart from Jesus coming on, tell me another attacking change.
I thought
Sterling.
For me, well, I don't know. Well, you got him for a reason, but I'm not the manager to figure out that situation. I can only maybe say try to direct more down the middle rather than trying to create out wide. You're going for the game. You don't need 3-4 man back anymore, right? You know, Lewis Skelly's quite a decent crossover of the ball, and you know what? Dare I say, even Tim was quite good. I don't think you need more than 2 wide men out there. You could literally do what City do and just have 2 wide men, stay out wide, and everyone else try in the middle and work it. You got good footballers, man. But at the end of the day,
yes, but how can you blame the manager when 6 big chances were created. He's not going to score the fucking goals.
By the way, first 45 minutes is not onto Arteta. That's on the players. For me, it's not on Arteta.
Like,
It's not on Arteta. The players let that part down because I thought the game plan was going okay for Pin and there.
But the thing is, though, we said this, and this is where I do blame the manager, right? This is where I do blame the manager. It's because we sat here same time in 2023, right, and said Arsenal need a striker if they're going to do anything.
That's true.
He hasn't gone out and got a striker. All of these big chances that you're talking about, if you've got a decent striker, they bury them, right? That's what strikers are there to do. So that one game, maybe it's not Arteta's fault, but what we're seeing with Arsenal and falling short again is because they don't have a striker. They haven't gone out and
wait. It's January. Let's see how it is in May if we do fall short. There's still plenty of time. Like, there's falling short because we lost the League Cup semi-final.
Fair point. But we're talking about the direction of travel, right? And it doesn't look like Arsenal are going to win the league this year. And if
why doesn't it look like it? Liverpool's last 2-3 games they haven't been.
And they got Forest next.
They look tired. They look tired.
Okay, cool. I'm just saying it doesn't look to me. It doesn't look to me that Arsenal are going to win.
The most convincing team right now is Liverpool, even if they do lose today or draw against Man United.
They just drew 2-2 against the shittiest Man United team in 30 years.
In my humble opinion for Liverpool, and I hate them, is the fact they also lost to Forest and they came back and they went back like normal business and they got action standing next.
And also we say the shittiest Man United team in 30 years it was, but that was the best Man United performance I've seen in a long time.
Even if you got since probably the Di Maria Mata goal.
That's the best Man United performance I've seen in a long time.
And we should have won in the amazing.
You should have won.
The last time we played as well, Cass was saying it's Liverpool, Man United. Anything can happen. Do you know what I'm saying? So
really, against the 14th place Man United.
I remember many years of winning.
Stefan, this time before you go, Stefan, this time next week, you're playing 12th place.
We're gonna fuck you up, Jay. We're gonna fuck you up.
Oh, okay.
Is it on Wednesday or is it on Thursday? Thursday, right?
Wednesday. No, it's on Wednesday. It's on Wednesday.
It's on
this time next week.
Is it actually on Wednesday?
It's a night game. They're gonna shit their pants. We're gonna.
I agree.
Before we get onto that big game, before we kind of wrap up, I wanted to talk about the upcoming FA Cup game of.
Oh God! Arsenal got big games coming out.
Man United and Arsenal and Yoms or Kaz. Obviously, you guys.
Take this one first.
Yeah, you guys have been. That was hats off. That was a really good performance. I know. After
funny, what happens when you get a training session or 5 in, isn't it? Finally, rather than a recovery
absolutely. You guys looked really, really good. I was pleased. I was pleased from that kind of point of view.
Full week of training, is it? Full week of training for this Arsenal game.
No excuses, Jay.
Do you know what I'll say? Is my only.
How you feeling
about Alessandro back this time?
Go on,
often when me and Cass are on the same show, we have completely.
It's sensational.
We have different points of view. Right?
Magnesium and heat.
I'm a lot more. I'll say cautious with my optimism. Right, like this. We've seen these performances before. We had last season. We had a 0-0 win against Liverpool when Liverpool was the best team, and we was probably even worse than we are now. Right, so we've been there before. So I ain't getting too excited. And then the next thing is like how many corners can you concede? Like direct from the corner. You get what I'm saying? Because at first I thought it was Bienda's fault, and then next game it happened to our bloody number one as well. So I'm like, what's going on?
That was crazy.
So I just don't know
get ready.
What United team's going to turn up. If we turn up and the side that played with the mentality that played against Liverpool, I think we stand half a chance. If we turn up any other game of the season, we'll get buried.
Yeah, I got different. Is that Emirates? Is that Emirates?
Go on, Kaz.
I got different there. You guys suck at the Emirates.
Like last time out, I think we nullified Arsenal very well, and they beat us by set pieces, which is whatever we got done by. But I would like to say, if we go off, Liverpool are also very good at set pieces, people, if you must know. And also, we dealt with their corners very well. Difference is they played with outswingers more time, which was was a bit different. But I just feel this time, I feel like because Arsenal have played the extra game, they're gonna have to play pretty much the same 11 as well. They might probably put over. I'm hoping they put Calafiori on the pitch instead of Lewis Skelly because I think Lewis Skelly's a better player at the moment, or showing a little bit more. I feel like a little bit similar how they want to play with their fullbacks, one inverting but one bombing on. I'm hoping that's the same approach we put with the wingbacks when it goes to Arsenal. That's what I want to do. I want to pin back their fullbacks a little bit or make them wonder. Then that takes away a lot of their threat because I think their front line is absolutely shit at the moment. Without Saka, is crap, and Erdegaard is off form. So I feel like there's a lot of positives. I think there's a lot more positives in United's direction at the moment, but I wouldn't put it past Arsenal to go nick a 1-0 or for
also, Cass, don't you think that we in the Liverpool game and the reason why we look because let's have it proper, right? If it wasn't for the Liverpool game, we would not be walking into this game with any.
You're only as good as your last game, though, mate.
You are, but don't you think that we identified Trent as a bit of a we identified Trent as a bit of a weakness, and we really, really tried to bully that position. And I don't know.
I don't think we do that to Timber. I don't think we do that to Timber as much because his recovery is insane.
Guys,
but I feel like our better side, which is the right-hand side anyways, in general, if we can go do that to... Because I guarantee he plays Calafiori, and I guarantee we'll have some fucking fun down there with him there. In my opinion.
Yes.
But
You said the same thing about last game.
Yeah, but the thing is, we were getting joy a little bit. The fact is, up front, it was just never sticking. We was getting into the areas, but it was never going forward. But for me, at this point, whether it was last game, look, I didn't want Lissandro against Liverpool, but he just proved me wrong. Like he can do it if he need be. You ain't got no Saka, you ain't got no Wanyeri for surprise element, and we've got Kobe back as well. So in terms of that, we're not playing no Ericsson or anything. They can only do it for 45 minutes. There's a big difference.
Maine's been shit this season.
No,
Ahmad has just put pen to paper.
I love this year when you say that's Ahmad, innit? But for me, I love that you say that because actually his last couple games, Newcastle,
he's been good.
He's been good. So again, you're only good as your last few games or last game, whatever you want to say.
Okay. But here's the major difference, though. What I think is
you're nervous.
Arsenal, you say Man United nullified us, and that's true from open play. You did play defensively very well, but you did nothing going forward. Arsenal nullified you compared to the Liverpool game where. Compared to Liverpool game where you got space and plenty of joy in the midfield, especially when you broke, Arsenal didn't give you that, and they won't at the Emirates. You're gonna play far more defensive at the Emirates than you will than you did against Anfield.
We didn't play defensive at the Emirates as well.
Yeah.
We didn't play defensive at Anfield.
Yes, you did. You had I think you had one shot on target in the game.
That doesn't mean you play defensive. It just means you're shit up front, mate.
Okay, so why were you much more successful?
Because we played you at an early period of Amram coming in. That's the difference. And now we're in a little bit more longer, and we've had a week to train and do what we need to do. I think you see the structures. Okay. Even in the games we've lost, like Forest or whatever. I know it's been bad, but you can never say United haven't created more as they're going further on. And you can't say United structure don't look a little bit different. And they figured it out a little bit more. Kobe, instead of an Ericsson, makes a huge difference. Agate being on the pitch makes a huge difference as well. Yeah. He's been solid. And even then,
to the point where he played, I believe he played Casemiro and Ericsson in that game to show the owners, like, you man are asking me to win games, and look at what you're asking me to win games with. I think he threw them on there just to show everybody just how bad they actually were.
I always say this anyway. I don't expect to beat you. I don't expect to beat you. I'm going to say that loudly, innit? I don't expect to beat you, but I feel like there's a good chance or a good element because I don't think you lot are confident at the moment. Because your fan base give me is if it gets to 45 minutes and you've barely done anything, them moans and groans are going to affect those players. I guarantee that happens.
No. Let me say, I completely agree with you. I'll have a separate rant about my fucking fan base. They were an embarrassment in the Newcastle game. Listen, I'm from more of like the Balkan fan base, but our fans here in the Balkans, we support the team no matter how shit they are. And then once the game finishes, then you boo, then you speak to the players. The players come over to the ultras, and the ultras say to them what they think. But during the fucking game, you support them. You don't leave the stadium 10 minutes before in your first home loss of the season. You spoiled entitled.
When you pay like 100 quid, you leave, mate, because that's piss poor for your value.
That's our first home loss of the season this year.
Your performance has been crap.
Okay. First loss.
No, but you got to understand, yeah. I think the angle over in England is when you pay so much money to keep watching dross, it eventually pisses you off.
It's not dross. It's not dross.
But what do you think?
We created plenty of chances in that game.
Yeah, but like, for what you like,
even annoying.
For what you like and what you think is good enough creation to other fans, it's not typically the Arsenal way, and it's a lot shit because you're feeding off scraps of chances. That's the difference.
We created 6 big chances. I mean, we're feeding off scraps
because at the end of the day, no one likes to watch a flipping Stoke City performance and say, "Oh, I played amazing" because you had a couple transitions.
No, you know what? You know what's better to watch? Play with three at the back and get fucked at home to Bournemouth. That's way better to watch.
But if you want to be salty, most teams, if you want to do that, technically most teams play three at the back. If just invert Lewis Skelly or Timber, so you technically three at the back. So do flipping most teams.
What is this? What is this like?
Yeah, but you don't have to play three at the back and call it defensive when clearly it's not defensive. But I'm just trying to say.
Forget this.
For what you like,
go
watch Stampot, go watch Lee Gunner, go watch Northside, go watch other people and just say
Lee Gunner,
go watch
the best example.
Yeah, cool. He's a great guy, whatever. If you don't like him, you don't like him. Go look at what Phil Walcott said then, because he's one of your own. He says what I'm watching is not what I know with Arsenal. It's crap, it's boring, and it's
let's be real, Arsenal have been boring.
And the thing is,
Arsenal have been boring. You can't say that they haven't.
If you're playing a certain brand of football that's not entertaining on the eye, when English people people that live in the UK are paying £100. Eventually,
you're right, Cass. Is it as attractive as the best of Wenger Bowl, Cass? You're completely right. It's not. But you know what I fucking remember from Wenger Bowl and Theo Walcott? I remember going away to fucking Chelsea and losing 6-0. I remember going away to Old Trafford and not winning there for 15 years because Wenger always wanted to play attractive football and open football. Now Arsenal are different. And they're much more tactical.
But the thing is though, Stefan, I think the thing is, and the observation is, you can say it's not as attractive or whatever as Wenger, but Arteta this season is not as attractive as Arteta this season is not as attractive as Arteta last season.
Yeah,
and what I'm saying, for some reason this season he's completely said, all right, forget anything expansive. We're gonna be a lot more pragmatic.
That's not true.
I think people gave. Hold on, let me finish. I think people gave Carra a bit of stick when he said he looks more like Mourinho than he does himself last season. Yeah. And Carra was 100% right. He was. You're not playing attractive football, and you know what? You don't have to play. I'm not one of these people that subscribes to the idea that you have to play attractive football. You don't. Mourinho's he's one of the most decorated managers in history.
Yeah, but guess what? What you just said there, though.
To win.
If you're gonna play some degenerate looking
football,
you must win.
Have to win. That's the thing. You can't play boring football and be worse than you was when you was playing attractive football. Otherwise, why are you playing football?
We've scored more goals this year than at the same stage last year.
But Stefan, if for instance, if we take like this, for example, if we take what Kaz's and Yom's point is, for example, like he didn't play the prettiest football against like us, and you lost 2-0 at the same time. That hurts. It's different if you like win the game 1-0, but it's dreadful. But at least
is it different? Because I remember Mourinho coming to the Emirates and we played beautiful. I remember Man United, the Champions League semi-final 2010, and we were playing flowing football, amazing, just beautiful passing and stuff. We lost 2-1. Nobody cared that we played. But
you lost yesterday as well, like and it was a dreadful football.
Okay,
like, it wasn't great.
We lost yesterday
because you lost. No, but that game you just
and you're below Nottingham Forest.
Played beautiful. You lost as well,
and you're below Nottingham Forest. You're not even top of the league.
We're not below.
When you lose, it's times.
We're above Nottingham Forest and goal difference.
It's times
10.
Is
that it? Joint second then.
When you lose.
Yes, you're 14th. What
but I'm not talking about my club. I'm talking about your club.
Okay. We're second, and you're acting as if it's like some crisis. We're second.
It is though, because otherwise you wouldn't be demanding for more players. And let a guy comes in called Slot, no experience or whatever in terms of Prem management, and yet he's topping that league, bro. When it's supposed to be your year.
January. Do you remember Ange last year when they were saying the same thing about Ange?
So why do you feel that your fan base are in question about?
Because my fan base in general, and I'm sorry to say it, are fucking idiots, Cass. That's why.
You know what? I'll give you that one.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
no,
is
like
there a Spider-Man meme where you can
no,
tweet
no,
yourself?
but wait, let me just
I was
finish.
just
Fair
can
enough.
I say
I'm
something?
gonna go after this. I'm gonna
Go
go just to give you an example or a microcosm of some of my amazing fan base. Yesterday, one guy on AFTV said that Arteta ruined the atmosphere from 2 years ago that he had by playing. Arteta created this atmosphere. Like, Arteta put us in this position that we are today to recruit the best players, to challenge for things. Fans are it's hilarious to actually see how delusional our fan base has become.
You might need another Netflix show. That's what you need.
I would love
Yeah,
that.
no, in terms of forget that, but
We can see more paint. We can see more drawings
no,
of
but
like the heart and the brain.
no, you guys are right, Cass. Are we playing as free flowing as we used to 2 years ago? No, that's true. But am I glad sometimes? Because I remember the years when we always played the best football in the Premier League under Wenger. And what were the comments then, Cass? Do you remember? We're soft away from home. We're not good on set pieces.
Who
We're
told you
not
it was the
physically
best?
tough.
Who told you
We're
it was the
soft.
best?
All of this shit was said. Now we're the opposite of this.
But look,
Now
but
we're the opposite.
Hold on. Preach has a question. Go on, Preach, because I needed.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. That when you said that doesn't match what I saw, and you was not playing the best football. Right? Even in your invincible season, you wasn't playing.
We weren't playing the best football. Who
No,
was playing
most of
better
your
than
games
us?
were
Liverpool.
draws.
We were finishing sixth.
Most of your games were draws. No, I said you. Stop talking about Liverpool. You weren't playing the best football, even in your
We
invincible.
weren't playing the best football. So the legendary team with
Henry, just Henry,
Bergkamp,
like Salah this season. It was all about Henry.
It was
I
all
think
about
you are.
Henry.
There's different periods of like Arsene Wenger, though, isn't it? Like there was the invincible period where you had a mixture of players that were like enforcers, Vieira and the rest of them. But then you had an Henry, you had a Bergkamp, the flair players. You were a much more balanced team.
Yeah.
So
now,
but who was playing? Let's not have it. Let's have it proper. Who was playing? Who was playing the best football? Man United was playing.
Yeah.
Oh
100%.
my! Are you guys serious?
It depends what you like. It depends what you like. It's preference.
Okay.
I would say this though, like, but right now you could say you look at this. The Arsenal teams of Arteta last year was a little bit more balanced, in my opinion. The year before that was electric, and I feel like you should just upgrade on that. This year, I feel like you're over relying on individual brilliance from crosses, which is fair enough. But you're relying on that. When you rely on individual brilliance, I don't look at that as a sustainable winning kind of team. When you employ players like Trossard, Havertz, who you're not even meant to be a striker, Jesus, decent acquisition anyway. Regardless, it's all in relying on individual brilliance. And right now, what's getting Liverpool through that is pretty much more of a
individual brilliance,
and pretty much some bravery in some instances as well. It's balanced. Liverpool are very balanced. You look,
no, they're not. How are they balanced? How can you say Liverpool is? Wait, preach. Let me answer that. How can you say Liverpool are balanced when one player, Cass, makes up over 60% of their goals and assists?
Does he save goals as well?
It's not just goals. It's more like you look at the balance in their midfield.
No goals and assists.
Yeah, no, I hear it, but there's more to the game than goals.
We're challenging.
It's more than just goals and assists sometimes, yeah. Don't get me wrong. I know Salah scores a lot in that, but I've seen Gakpo's already scored plenty of goals. That goes amiss. Diaz as well at the start of the season. I'm not saying that, but the balance in the midfield and the way they play, you know what I mean? Whether it's a mid block or a staggered press, it's very difficult to break them down as well.
So we're challenging for best. We're challenging for most goals, and we're challenging for less goals conceded as well.
It's more of a
Why do Arsenal have a better defense?
As it stands,
I never said better defense. I'm saying we're challenging for the best attack and best defense. We're challenging.
We already have the best defense.
What I'm trying to say is not just about
third.
What I'm saying is it's about.
So look,
let's Salah.
I want to conclude before we go on too long.
Yeah. You mean the Arsenal? Liverpool have scored a good 8 more goals than you.
Yes, but we have a better defense than Liverpool. We have far less chances conceded. We have all kinds.
One or two goals.
One. It's only one.
Yes, but if you look at the defensive metric of Arsenal compared to Liverpool, Arsenal have a far better defense.
We've only conceded one more goal through whatever.
But if you look at the defensive metrics, the chances, the shots on target, the quality of chance, Arsenal are better than Liverpool.
The main thing is
far
to
better.
stop goals. The main thing is to stop goals. Like, you don't care how you score them.
No,
how you stop
because
them.
you were I'll tell you why. Because you were in exactly the same position last year. Then February hit, and then that sustainability of you being open in midfield and conceding chances.
I wanted to
bite.
Tune, I promise.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you talk like that, yeah, but like for example, City, yeah, they put pressure on. They're winning the games, and they're getting 3 points. You're drawing as well. That's the difference. You're talking like you're doing your
behind Arsenal.
No, what I'm saying for you to say that again.
City are currently 6 points behind Arsenal. What are you on about?
What I'm saying, what I'm saying is, yeah, in terms of pressure on the top spot, yeah, you're not doing what City have done in the past in terms of winning games.
How? We won 15 of our last 17 games.
We finish, and then you can respond to something.
Okay.
Yeah. They put pressure on. So the team in front are like, if we slip up, City are definitely taking over. Right now, we feel like if we slip up, it's like, boy, Arsenal might slip up as well. It's not the same. So when
Saka's out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And then what happened? And then what happened?
Do you think you can win the league without Saka for the next 3-4 months? Do you reckon you can get over the line? Really?
In my opinion, looking at our strength of schedule compared to Liverpool's, yes, I really do think so.
Half his assists are from like corners, bruv.
Yes, you can still score from them. You can still score from corners, no?
What I'm saying is most of his contributes you won't be able to.
Oh, really? Is that why he's the most creative player in the Premier League? He's got the most created chances, most created big chances, and most assists. It's just corners.
You're double assisting, you're double goals, whatever it is. Like right now, he's out.
What is this excuse? So Saka gets an assist from a corner, and it's not a real assist.
All right. Let's make a
without Saka. I think you lot will struggle to find yourself in games more than less because
I agree.
And that's why I don't put Arsenal there with Liverpool. Yeah, because I just think like there will be games where you're going to get this kind of Newcastle kind of performance without him or whatever.
That's why this transfer window is going to be important. But before I end the show, I want to get you guys predictions for the Arsenal and Liverpool FA Cup. Now that we've put it all on the line there, Stefan, what's your predictions for the game?
Arsenal Man U. I'm going to go for 2-0 Arsenal again.
2-0 Arsenal. It's not again. It was 2-0 Newcastle last time. Sorry. No, Kaz, what about yourself?
I'm gonna say this. I think it will be 1-0, and I think we win on penalties.
Oof, that's gonna be dramatic. It's a prediction. It's just a prediction. Preach.
I think the players are gonna be pretty knackered after.
That's true. That's a really good point. Yeah,
it's gonna be serious.
I think is there injury time?
Nah.
Just go straight to penalties.
Yeah? Straight to pens, yeah. Okay, I forgot about that.
Okay, yeah. So that's what I think as well. I believe same as Cass as well. I think it's going to be score.
No, we're gonna have to do better than Liverpool than draw with Man United. That's true. Yeah,
well, look, beating Man United isn't for everybody.
Funny, I think we're better. Weirdly, I think we're better away than we are home. Like at the moment as well. Maybe I don't know. Against a big side, United decide they want to play some more.
Cass, is there anybody suspended for the game for Man U?
Nope, we're all good.
don't beg. Don't. It's disgusting.
No, I'm just asking.
I have a question as well. Is there any injuries? That's what you want to know.
Mount and Shaw,
which are always injured. So.
How you feel about that, Stefan?
I mean, Mason Mount, I think he hasn't played since 2002. So, I mean, he's a non-factor for Man United. Luke Shaw is a great player, and I actually think he'd really fit in the system, but he's also injured. So I think that's
coming back.
But they have Dalot who has been playing better. And they have
Bruno. And Bruno, I like what Bruno was doing.
Yeah, Bruno. Yeah.
Jay, I haven't asked you. And Ugarte, exactly. Well, he was brilliant. Ugarte. Jay, I haven't asked you, sir. What's your prediction for the game?
I like the See, like I'm looking at this United game, and I agree with a lot of what the United fans said. Like, I think United versus Arsenal did play well. Like, I think it was set pieces that didn't. I think they've got a week to work on the tactical plan against Arsenal. I think they've got something for them. Like, and with it just being one and done, like no replay or anything, I'm not sure the specifics, but I think United can. I'm going with United to put them out.
Wow, everybody's going for
the disrespect.
You said United is. You mean Newcastle
because
aren't playing?
Liverpool, you also have to understand Liverpool have form for this. Arsenal have form for this. Sorry, do you not remember Liverpool went there last season and put them out?
That's true.
Yeah,
but we battered Liverpool that game.
But what I'm saying to you is
you didn't go through though.
Nunes.
Yeah, Nunes was right.
Okay.
That guy.
I've completely understood now. Stats and XG only matter when it's not Arsenal.
Stefan, sometimes
he does that in the WhatsApp chat all the time.
A lot of opinions about a game is a feeling. Like sometimes if I'm like, it's a feeling. So it's like Arsenal should win this game. Arsenal are the favourites for this game. But I'm looking at it and I'm saying, okay. Is it possible that United can be good enough out of possession in open play to keep Arsenal out? Yes. Yeah. Is it possible that they can hold them out from set pieces? Unsure, but they've got a week to work on it. Do you see what I mean? So it's like so it's like now, based on that, with it only being a 90-minute then penalties, United basically need to get through 90 minutes any way, shape, or form with the score level, take it to pens, or smash and grab.
I just want to point out that
it's feasible.
Newcastle,
and I hate Arsenal, so it's easy to say.
I just also want to point out that Newcastle were probably the only team that can physically match Arsenal. Really struggled against Arsenal on corners. Man United.
What about Liverpool? They're quite physical.
I mean, I would say Arsenal are definitely more bigger and
you say struggled. You say struggled, Stefan. Who got most of your headers? It was you and Timber.
No, so Saliba also missed a massive sitter.
So you had about Anyway, I was going to get into it, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us in this evening, nearly midnight as well. But the panel, you guys have been incredible. The comments, the chat's been flying in, and Spurs got to win as well. So well done to you guys. I can't say the Coys. I'm a Newcastle fan, but Jay can. Jay, before we end the show.
Come on, you Spurs, Coys. Listen. And also, Tim, we're not going to get... We got a few weeks before we come back to this, but, obviously, if we do make it to the final, somebody's trophy duck is going to have to end. So we'll get there if we get there. We'll see.
It'll be dramatic. It'll be emotional.
Right, it'll be emotional. But in that being said, thank you for a great show. You've been a good host.
I'm trying.
It's his best one yet, I must say.
Definitely. There's definitely some seasoning going on.
Before these guys totally burn me, I'm going to take care, guys. Take care now, guys.
Later.